Hello, this is Max again. As I said, I would sometimes do only one video a week. Sometimes I wouldn't do any, and some I would do many, as the Spirit compels me to. As it rains, it pours. And as you can see, I was caught in a deluge here. But I wanted to say that can you wave to Ilona? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. Leo is kind of like, why are you doing this to me? I have dignity. I wanted to do this because of what happened today. I've been praying if I'm on the right path, and just in fact I got a Pray As You Go iTunes subscription, and another thing was pray to God for me to see Him better and to see His plan for you better. And I went to I went to lunch with my former therapist to talk to him about my ideas of going into drama therapy, what major I should probably get, and he gave me a lot of good information. And I don't have a car. And this was on the west side. I live on the east side, and my mom was going to pick me up after lunch, and she was working. She was at Menards and getting some plants, and she was taking her time, and so I just said, well, why don't you just buy the plants that you need to get, and I will walk over to Memorial, which was my high school, and I'll get my transcript. And I went there, and it was weird. I don't know if any of you have gone to your alma mater after like 10 or so years of graduating, but it's weird. You feel like if walls could talk, and you start having like little memories and flashbacks of life in high school. And high school was really not good for me. That's when my OCD and my social anxiety and my anxiety disorders and depression really got bad. I mean, I had it since I was 10, but it really got bad when I was a freshman in high school. And then getting kicked out of Catholic high school and going to public high school really made me feel like I was worthless. And so I had to get my transcript. And first off, looking at this, I left. I didn't graduate. I left and got my HCD. A cumulative GPA of 1.67, class rank 326 of 360. So there were some people worse off than me. And I took Mr. Colby's geometry class 4 times, and I finally got a C on the 4th time. And I just started thinking, wow, I really suck. And the thing is, I felt myself getting more depressed and more anxious, and felt myself, you know what, how can I do this? I'm a failure. I can't go get my degree, get a master's, do the work that it needs to take to be a drama therapist to help people. And then, but I remember my MATC GPA, which is a cumulative of 3.18, which is, I believe, a solid B or a B minus. Then I started thinking, and I mean, this is the thing, I mean, I don't think I would have, atheists might say, well, you would have got this on your own. I don't think so. But I just started thinking, what Max am I? Am I this Max? The Madison Memorial Max, so filled with anxiety, so filled with social fears, so alone that I suck at school and I act out, and or am I this Max? The Max who went to school and found a program that he liked, and in the travel program, because I graduated in 1995 and left and got my HSCD in 1995, and then I went to MATC, and I went for liberal studies transfer, and I just realized I suck at math, I suck at science, I'm not going to do this. And then I decided to go into the culinary arts program. Then I started to go into a visual arts program, and I said that's not for me. Then I went in the travel program, and BC, AB, A, B, A. My lowest class was a BC. And so which Max is it? Is it this Max or is it this Max? And all of a sudden I figured out I am this Max. I believe the darkness wants me to think I'm this Max, but I'm this Max, and I'm doing this for this Max. I mean, there are people out there who are still like I was. People who are teens who are scared, confused, suicidal. I mean, I tried to kill myself in high school. There was a room called the Labyrinth, where there was like a layaway couch, and where people could, like a peer counseling room. Half the time no one was there. So half the time I'd go there and take naps. But one time I was very, very depressed, and and anxious, which is a terrible combination for me, and I tried to hang myself with a belt in that room. After they found out, they converted it into office space. And I'm so glad. I always thought I was a coward, that I couldn't go through with it. But I believe that was the Holy Spirit, a little bit of the Holy Spirit, even though, I mean, back then I was a Sunday Catholic. I couldn't go through with it, and I'm so glad I didn't go through with it. But there's a lot of people out there, and I believe that this can help people. It can help them deal with their pain, deal with their obsession, deal with the things they need to deal with. And I found out another thing very, very weird today too, which I believe God wanted me to see and make the connection. The Red Room, the Red and Black Room, which was a little round theater room that we had at James Madison Memorial, was converted into study hall. My least favorite class, because all you had to do was read or do homework. And my mind just wandered so much time, and I would, when I was in the study hall, I mean, I'd do stuff that was borderline sexual harassment. And I would act out. I would like someone would tease me, and I'd throw a chair at them, and I'd run out screaming and say, I'm never going back in that room again. But the Red Room was one of my favorite rooms. It was where I did comedy sports. It was where I played Hamlet, in the 15-minute Hamlet, but nonetheless. And I felt alive, and I felt worthwhile there, and that helped bring me out of my shell. The odd thing is, that theater space is now a study hall. That study hall is now a theater space. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. I mean, if I wrote this in a story, I mean, you might not believe it. That's why I know it's the Holy Spirit. I mean, the Holy Spirit is alive and working through us. Wanted to share that with you.